Salute. How y'all doing? My name is DerrickCWilliams. Shout out and respect due to my newest subscribers, Nday Potot, Pandar Knee Fred, and last but certainly not least, Capricorn 59. I'm sure many of you all have seen the photos of a St. Louis area couple who brandished firearms when they were threatened on their own property by protesters. And to me, in my estimation, this is as American as apple pie. If you're on my property and I tell you to leave and you're steady showing me aggression, I should be able to do whatever is necessary to get you up off my property. As we know, the police have anywhere in certain major cities from 12 to 20-minute response time. A lot can happen in that time. The title of this presentation will be called The Castle Doctrine, a matter of interpretation. And I'm just one man in the comment section on YouTube. Again, the protesters who broke into these people's property apparently were in the wrong. And it's my contention that we always have to show all sides of a case before we can come up with a non-biased conclusion. And based off what we see, the protesters were in the wrong. You judge. All y'all take care. Greenville, Mississippi till I die.
I really thought it was storming the Bastille, that we would be dead and the house would be burned. And
there was no reason whatsoever for them to be out there in an aggressive, confrontational way.
Tonight, both sides of a controversial confrontation in the Central West End are defending their actions. Good evening, I'm Ann Allred.
And I'm Mike Bush. People across the country are weighing in on the encounter, which had a couple pointing guns at protesters outside their home.
But did they commit a crime? Our Jenna Barnes is live tonight with what she learned. Jenna?
Yeah, and the couple says the protesters broke down this gate to get into the neighborhood, and you can see it is damaged. But the protesters say gate was open when they came through. I talked to a constitutional law professor who says the critical piece of this happened beyond the gate.
Why are you threatened?
New video shows the tense moments Patricia McCloskey and her husband Mark pointed guns at protesters outside their Central West End home Sunday night. Protesters say they were on their way to Mayor Lyda Cruz's house to demand her resignation when the McCloskeys came out of their mansion armed.
We must protect the rights to peacefully protest, and any attempts to chill it through intimidation or use of force will not be tolerated.
Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner released a video statement Monday promising action.
And I will use every extent of Missouri law to hold individuals accountable.
But experts say Missouri law may actually support the McCloskeys.
A lot of people are not familiar with Missouri's Castle Doctrine, which we have extended to real properties.
SLU constitutional and criminal law professor Anders Walker says Missouri's Castle Doctrine is more robust than other states, meaning people can use deadly force to protect not only their home, but also their land. He says the private Portland place where the McCloskeys live counts.
I think that those streets are owned collectively, and it's essentially like walking onto private land.
And that means, in his view, the protesters who on a public street would be practicing their First Amendment rights were the ones breaking the law.
So there's actually, one, no right to protest, and then the protesters themselves are trespassing.
You may have seen some text on the screen during the new video of this encounter. We want to let you know that is commentary, and it is the photographers, not ours. Tonight, we've seen a couple of private security cars drive by the couple's home, but so far, all is quiet here. Live in the Central West End, Jenna Barnes, 5 on your side.